Haarp. The Haarp facility in Alaska was developed to study the ionosphere, but the antenna arrays and high-frequency waves soon became the target of conspiracy theories. Some say Haarp controls weather phenomena. Others say it manipulates minds and can even trigger earthquakes. Scientists deny these claims, but the revelations of past secret experiments have shaken public confidence. Is Haarp a real research facility or a modern-day Pandora's box? This question is still being debated. Philadelphia Experiment. In 1943, the U.S. Navy conducted a secret experiment aimed at making a warship invisible, the Philadelphia Experiment. The USS Eldridge allegedly disappeared thanks to electromagnetic fields and reappeared a few seconds later in another harbor. But the real horror happened after the experiment. Some of the crew were allegedly found buried in the metal of the ship. Others completely lost their sanity. Although the authorities deny the experiment, witnesses and rumors suggest that invisibility can be as dangerous as possible. Demon Core. In 1945, a critical experiment was taking place at the Los Alamos laboratory. At the center was a 6-kilogram plutonium core, the Devil's Core. When scientist Harry Daghlian got too close to the core, a chain reaction started. He died of radiation within a few weeks. A year later, Louis Slotin made a similar mistake. While adjusting the spheres by hand, the screwdriver slipped and the core went critical. Slotin intervened with his bare hands and saved those around him, but he himself died a few days later. Science was not only knowledge, but also a deadly playground. Manhattan Project. During World War II, the United States launched the Manhattan Project to produce atomic bombs before Nazi Germany. Hundreds of thousands of people worked on this secret project. One of its leaders, J. Robert Oppenheimer. In 1945, the first nuclear test was successfully carried out. Afterwards, tens of thousands of civilians in Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed with this weapon. After this destruction, Oppenheimer quoted the following words from the Bhagavad Gita: "Now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds." The scientific achievement has gone down in history, but humanity is still paying the price. MK Ultra. In the 1950s, the CIA, driven by Cold War paranoia, launched a secret project, MK Ultra. The aim was to control the human mind. Most of the subjects were soldiers, psychiatric patients, and even unaware civilians. LSD, electroshock, and hypnosis were used to reprogram the human mind. After weeks of electroshock in a Canadian hospital, people forgot their identities. Some subjects committed suicide. Some went on to live with permanent psychological damage. The CIA denied the experiments for years. But in 1975, leaked documents revealed everything. This was one of the darkest projects ever carried out under the guise of science. Crıspr. In 2012, the world of science was introduced to Crıspr. This technology allows editing genes by cutting and pasting on DNA, a great hope for the treatment of genetic diseases. But in 2018, a Chinese scientist announced that he had produced genetically modified twin babies. The aim was to make them immune to HIV. But this was the first direct intervention on the human gene map. The scientific world was up in arms. If a person's intelligence, emotions, or appearance can be genetically determined, the era of ordered babies may have begun.